Hey everyone. In today's lesson, we're going to take a look at how to find an input given an output using function notation. So in the prior video, we focused on when we were given an input, plugging it into our function to find out what our output would be for some given input. In the examples today, you're going to be given an output. Okay, so as we can see here, we have f of x equals 7, so a function value such as that. And you're going to have to work backwards to find what the input of your function is. All right, so given this example that we have here, you can see it says the entire function f of x is equal to 7. So what that means is, okay, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this, 2x plus 1. All right, so we know that f of x, the entire function, is equal to 7. So what I'll do here is I'll replace f of x with 7. So we know the numbers inside, we're replacing just the x value, but in this case, it's f of x equals 7, so I'm replacing the entire f of x value. And then you would just solve this equation. Okay, inverse operations, I get 2x equals 6, divide by 2, and I get x equals 3. All right, so again, if we want to write this in function notation, it would be f of 3 is equal to 7. Okay, so we again we worked backwards to find the input of the function, which was 3. Let's take a look at one more example. All right, so again, given the function f of x equals x squared minus 14, find x when f of x equals 2. So same idea, I'm just going to recopy the function, f of x equals x squared minus 14. And I'm replacing my f of x with my function value of 2. All right, solve this equation. I'm going to add 14 on both sides. I get x squared equals 16 when I do 2 plus 14. And we take the square root of both sides to get rid of that squared. Again, the inverse of squaring something is taking the square root. So I get x equals, and this one's actually going to have two solutions. We could have 4. We could also have negative 4 because 4 squared would be 16 and negative 4 squared is also 16. So this one has a positive and a negative root. All right, so let's go ahead and write our answer. So we're going to have f of 4 is equal to 2. And we also have f of negative 4 is equal to 2. So this one's going to have two outputs for a single input. So while this one is a function, you can see that it has two different, two x's that give the same y. So this one would not be a one-to-one function. Okay, we know that it would still be a function because technically the x's wouldn't repeat, but the y's, we can tell right away that it would be not one-to-one. All right, so that's pretty much everything you need to know as far as finding a input by working backwards given the output of a function.